I have one phone on.
What?
So I only have one phone on.
Why?
So I can still hear you.
Oh.
So I'm polite. We're live, but nobody's watching.
We're not doing anything, so.
I should get a package of those.
Oh God, don't leave me.
Oh, you're fine.
Waiting.
You're waiting. Okay, nobody's watching.
Wait for people to watch.
No, I mean that's what they're doing. Some people watch. I could share this on some of the groups.
Are you sure? You can be heard.
I actually don't know if I can be heard. What we can do is go on YouTube and listen to it.
And delete it.
And then delete it.
Well, because nothing was done in it.
Doesn't matter. Somebody's watching us now. Backstep's on. Ah! Hey, Ragna.
If you can keep recording, at least explain what we're doing too.
It's in the description.
Oh. New to this.
I can hear you guys, says Backstep. Thank you, Andy. You're the best. Okay, I've been trying to get this freaking microphone to work right, and it's been driving me crazy. So we got some noodles. I did these ones. These nuclear ones, Korean noodles on the Gundam show, the Gundam Builders NYC show. I still have 2 packs of these for Colleen and I to try. But Alex, our friend, who's also live streaming now, probably talking about food, recommended that I get these. So he said these are better soup base and they're spicier than these crazy nuclear. This thing is all goo inside of there. Anyway. So we got some noodles. I prepped them. Whew, man.
I think it smelled that.
Oh yeah, but I'm, maybe I'm a little more
There's no
ginger.
meat in here, right?
No, there's no meat.
Yeah, man, I like spicy.
I know she likes spicy. She's super lucky.
What?
Oliver's, yeah, it's okay. This is oh man. All right.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, they got some kick to them. It's different because the other noodles were all like this, the really thick
I didn't try the other
peppers.
ones.
Yet. That's a yet. Oh, these noodles. He's right though. The noodles are better.
I don't know. I make it. It's spicy. Oh, she got a spoon so I could eat the broth too.
I'll get you a spoon.
No, don't leave. I want to be alone.
Ooh! I just got a little tickle.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm like shoveling them into my mouth. Pretty good. I didn't get napkins, but my nose hasn't started to run yet, and that's a plus.
There's mine. But I'm used to spicy.
I know, but my nose is a... Look at this thing.
Freak. Yeah, hot sauce subscription boxes.
You get hot... She does. She gets hot sauce subscription boxes, guys. Thanks, Oliver. Don't hurt yourself. I won't, Ragna. Thank you. We won't.
Yeah. It's spicy, but it's not like...
Alex was absolutely right.
Killer.
These are so flavorful. The other ones just taste like Doom. Yeah.
Doom tastes like.
It tastes like Doom. Doom. I'll sing the Doom song. Doom, 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 doom.
I mean, you could easily dump more hot sauce into and make them spicier.
You're a maniac.
No, it splashed up and got in my eye. That's spicy. A drop splashed into my eye.
Oh shit! I didn't do that. That wasn't me. That was her. Ooh, wow. The hard cider didn't exactly make the spice any better.
Oh. I didn't say it would. I thought it would compliment
Ouch, says Paul. That's my buddy Paul from Florida.
figured it out.
You never know.
Keep away from my face, don't do it again.
That's why I had us wear dark colored clothing so that we wouldn't ruin them. I still have to fix the tablecloth from the Gundam show. Because I spilled sauce all over and I suck.
This is way more than one serving, though.
No way.
For a normal person.
You're tiny. It's true. Oh. I like this is good.
No, it is good.
I'm just gonna order these as a whole and just get them all the time.
It's
This
right
is
in my
like
alley.
right, yeah, this is right on the money. Where's Doof? Go tell Doof that his noodles or that his spicy noodles aren't as spicy as I expected them to be.
They're spicy, it's not like killer.
They got like a good lasting.
You
It's a
can't-
good spice.
Can't go by what I think.
It's just a good spice. Hmm. Oh man, I'm onto this.
This is good. Was the other one spicier for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
the other one's a lot spicier.
You said the other one made your nose run.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this. I made these exactly to the package description. When these ones were made, when Kevin made these at the hobby shop. Sorry, when Kevin made these at the hobby shop, he added water to the mixture. You're not supposed to. You're just supposed to heat the noodles and then take the noodles out of the water and add the spicy to them. But he added water to the spicy, so it was more like a soup, less like just like the fucking spicy twist. This didn't actually even have like the hot. That's not gochujang. What's the hot pepper?
Ghost?
No, the pepper they put in like Chinese food. I don't know.
Gochujang?
Is it?
Okay, I just had cinnamon now. I don't know. Don't
Yeah.
ask me how.
Okay, I don't know. Anyways, but it didn't have any like the sauce packet, so it does have an oily, delicious oily sheen to the top of it. And there is a lot of pepper. It's more like the spice that they put in like the tonkatsu at the ramen shop over by Morgantown.
Never had it.
You will have it. It's really good. Fresh noodles made daily.
I'm gonna need a spoon though for the broth. That's gonna be
Yeah,
spicy.
see? It's like, yeah, the broth is gonna be. I might just drink some of it.
I'm gonna burn my fucking lips if I do that. Maybe a little sniffly.
Yeah.
Oh, might have been the hot broth. In
Might be the
eye,
hot
too,
broth
that
in
did
the-
it.
Ah! That'll get you.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, these are good, man.
Oh, the broth is good.
Just make spaghetti later.
What?
You have one, Oliver. You gotta try it, man. I'm gonna. You know what? On the Discord, we can do like a multi-channel thing now. If you guys have seen that, the Discord now has like up to 10 live video feeds at once. We should get some more dudes across the way with some of these spicy noodles and get them on Amazon. They're cheap, like $5 a pack or something.
Really?
Yeah, they're just really
Keep them in the
cheap.
house at all times.
I know, they're good. That's what these ones especially. These are delicious. The ramyuns, yeah,
Like
they're really, really good. But we should do that. Get like a bunch of dudes together. Clear. Hey, oh, that's why you got so lucky, Doof. What's up, Alex? Congratulations on your clear Zaku head. They're these like little gotcha ball head. You know, like I get all the things like random.
You know,
He's been trying
all
for
the things.
Yeah, you know, you get all the like these guys, like the little
Okay,
kids.
so I'm not a part of this. I don't understand.
I know, but you have to hear me all the time talking. It's not your fault.
Do I?
Well,
I can easily tune you out.
and she does. One of us, Ragna's the best. I'm trying. I got her a couple of little kits. She took the Legos really well.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
But-
Lego was good.
Video games getting away.
That's true. We've been playing a lot of Destiny too. It's good. Nice. Yeah, so we'll figure that out. I'll start a thread or something, or I'll get a message thing going. Get a bunch of people together and we'll do some psychotically hot noodles.
Hotter than this?
Oh yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, these aren't spicy.
I want to do it.
You will. We have 2 packs.
Okay.
Which would be like this.
As long as I don't see.
As long as you can't see yourself. Yeah. You're such a nerd. Oh, that's good. Little bit of
Is that okay if I get a spoon?
yes.
Do you want one?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I drink my sauce. We're drinking these too. These here we go. Ace pineapple ciders. These are good. If you guys ever have a chance to find these, they're a pineapple hard cider.
Gee, another one? You good?
No, I'm good. It's only 5% alcohol. These aren't too bad. They have some other ones that are much stronger, but if you like strong beers.
Oh, hold this.
Mm-hmm. I cleaned this for you.
Was it dirty?
No. I was just playing around.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you for the relief. Whew. All right, I'm way ahead. I'm winning. I win.
Slow eater.
Look at that. You barely see that.
Savor it.
I'll say something weird. Zaku Wonder sent me to say hi. Oh, Ragnar didn't like Destiny 2? Oh. Yeah, you know, it's each their
That's
own.
right. I don't like Destiny 1, so.
My god, Alex forced me to come here. Thanks, G Gundam Custom. You guys aren't forced to come here. It's good. Hey, well, Ragnar, you're always reliable to hear plenty of weird things. Often in rapid succession.
Sorry.
That's why I wore dark clothes. Oh no, my chopstick! I never said I was graceful.
I think you should be talking about something interesting.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Pavandra. We have, like the space kitties? I was gonna say we actually have real cats, but yeah, my kitty's on space bacon.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
this from her. Man, the soup is good. Oh, I lost my shit. Looks like I'm drinking the rest of this.
You can clean on a napkin. No?
It was on the floor in here. There's like plastic dust all over the place for me making models.
Roughage.
Roughage, you know, internal abrasion, potato.
Oh, come on. The shit you inhale.
Hey, that's true. Metalworker and all. The Browns dust.
I meant you live in Brooklyn.
Oh, well, there's that too. Just go to the subway.
Good times.
Ooh.
It's really good.
This is alright. Wow. But that's South Korea. They're friendly in South Korea. Oh, right. So, yeah, Ragnar, we played Destiny 1 too. 1 as well. Quite a bit. Up through loot caves and right before they
nerfed a bunch of shit.
Well, yeah, they nerfed a bunch of shit and they made they dropped a bunch of new players got dropped with like high-end gear, and I was like, why the hell have I been playing this long for nothing? So that's when I quit Destiny 1.
It was very repetitive.
Yeah, it was like a treadmill. It was before they opened it up huge. Destiny 2, I like this big and
fun,
windy,
yeah.
and there's all sorts of like.
I feel like it's what the thing, like the rewards you get are more like.
Yeah,
rewarding.
they're better rewards.
I like working towards them, knowing I'm gonna get legendaries for doing shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and I like the
No,
mechanics.
Engrams.
Engrams, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. Same, you know, you're used to playing Borderlands.
I played Borderlands in years.
Loot caves were the best time in Destiny. Yeah, only for the pile of corpses and the disappointment. Yeah, like, dude, oh my god, the Crypt Arc. Oh no. So
here, take something not for your class. Thanks.
yeah, like super high end, not for you. Like,
here you go, Hunter. Have this Titan thing.
Christmas. Oh, I didn't have enough things. Bragna says he didn't have enough things to do in Destiny 2.
Really? I feel like with all like the
They changed
more planets and shit that are open, you can.
right. Well, and they
I feel like
changed
more.
the frequency of the public events,
Yeah.
and they spawn a whole lot quicker. And there's a lot more just like enemies around. I know what you're talking about though. Like the game can, when a game's like that is like just a desert of enemies. Like
Oh, you mean the
How-
first one we're talking about?
yeah. Like how the
Oh.
fuck? Like you just
Yeah.
what am I doing? I'm like running around a bunch of broken ass planes and containers and like not doing a fucking thing. Like.
The world is way prettier in.
Oh yeah, it's
2
more
also.
beautiful. Well, yeah, thank you, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know. Mass Effect. Mass Effect was good.
I love Mass.
I watched a lot of that. This one is this ramen, Alex. Is this the right one? This is the one I showed you. This is the one you clued me into. Wasn't very spicy though.
It's spicy, but it's not like. I don't want to die.
Ah, I didn't spill. Yep. Yeah, that's the Temsei. Yeah, they were delicious. You were right, the flavor was ooh, but the spice wasn't really hot.
You roll around in it.
Yeah. Did they make a spotter? Did they make a spicier one? Is this one like subtly Americanized for our our gentle palates? Like. well said, Holy Hammer Strike. If you aren't willing to die for spicy, what does he say? It says, if you aren't willing to die for spicy, you're a filthy casual.
See?
Yeah.
So I say it's not worth.
She got. I would never eat spicy. She got me into eating a spicy. Wait. Emma said they got rid of the random perks on weapons. The perking and the ways you can change the weapons is kind of nice in
It's
in
kinda cool.
Destiny 2.
Different.
At least I think so far. I
Yeah.
mean, I haven't gotten tired of it. Maybe that's it. I'm still
I wish
learning
there were
it.
more options sometimes.
More like slots for options,
Yeah.
or
No, like
like
more like when you get it, like you have the circles that you can choose
oh
between.
yeah,
I wish there
for
was
their
like
own
more.
like
Yeah.
program. Like if there's a way for you to change. Yeah, I could see that too. Maybe it's something that we can talk to Bungie about because they'll listen to us.
Don't they always?
No. Oh, Andy's like you. He says he puts ghost pepper stuff on sauce slime about everything.
So good.
Yeah. Oh shit! All right, G Gundam Custom. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Appreciate it, man. Huh? That's weird. Yeah, dude. These ones aren't very spicy.
It has it's like a consistent mouth burn,
Right, but it isn't.
but
like,
it's like not unbearable.
It
Like
isn't
I'm not,
like yeah, like where you're like
not eyes
trying to
watering,
catch your
dying.
breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, get some of it in your eye. That's spicy.
Literally, that's what she said. It's true.
I mean,
Yeah. No, don't stress it, Alex. It's good. It was great. It's a great recommendation. I'm gonna stock these in the house because that's a
No, I'll eat
awesome
the hell out of
recommendation.
this.
Yeah, they're really, really good. Better than the crap that I've been buying at the grocery store for
Oh, God,
spicy noodles, the Nissan noodle bowls or whatever they are. They don't cut it. Is it Nissan? I don't know.
I like the mouth burn. It's good.
Yeah, that was like the appropriate amount of spicy. Holy Hammer Strike says they're open to feedback at Bungie. They need something to ignore.
It's so sad. True.
Just like Microsoft with my frickin' microphone.
Oh God, don't get into it.
Oh, just gonna throw some weight around. Alex, there's no such thing as too much ramen.
We should add more noodles.
In the pack, there was so much that we could barely fit. The bowl was packed. I see you have broth. You just drink the broth. Yeah. We haven't gotten to the raid yet, Ragna. We are still. We got to level 20, but we kind of
I play it like I play Skyrim. Ignore the main quest.
do everything,
everything
else.
else.
And then be like, maybe we should do a main quest. Oh, we have to be light level 60 for this one? Or power level 60?
I already have this item without even doing the quest? Okay. That was great in Skyrim.
Oh.
Randomly come across some shit and then solve a quest I haven't tried.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Oh, the jump questing Skyrim.
Yep.
I always went around and found the dragon priests and like hid behind a rock and sniped them for 1,000 arrows until they died and got the gear early. Good times.
Can you hear the dog drinking?
They can probably, maybe they can hear the dog drinking in the background. Drake's chugging on some water. So what do you think? They're pretty good, right? Yeah.
No, totally eat this for lunch. Easily.
That's what we just did.
More often than once.
Oh, okay. That was a look. I think they make these ones spicier. But I don't know if I can find them. Do you guys know if they make these Samyangs in like a black version? Something that's like crazier? Like ×3? It has it at the top of their list. 88 on the shovel.
I can't see.
8,800 on the shovel. Or Scoville. They even have this little Hochi as the character. He's got a name. He's a bomb. Angry. I know you're blind. Wow, that was good. 2 times is the spiciest they have.
Easily remedied by dumping more hot sauce in it.
There's requests for us to... Yeah, the ghost pepper... I know, Andy, the ghost pepper sauce is like hella spicy. Like,
Maybe you tried the salsa once. You had like one little tiny dip of the ghost pepper salsa that I bought, and you were done.
Oh no, that was so bad, dude.
And I just kept doing it, or my eyes watered.
Oh man, well, it might be different now. My spice palate's changed a little bit.
I'm gonna make it handle still.
Yeah.
No offense.
Maybe, probably not. Probably not. Let's be honest. Kingdom Hearts. Oh man, I haven't played Kingdom Hearts since PlayStation 2. Crazy. Oh, Alex says he tried a dried Carolina Reaper.
Never had that.
I don't know. He said never again.
Which I now want to try it.
Yeah. Maybe I had a Scotch bonnet. Scotch bonnet. Yeah, Scotch bonnet. That was not bad.
Good.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. I think I paid $100 to eat it.
Oh, this is before I even met you.
Way before I met her. That was good.
I would do it for free.
Yeah. I see you got a little glisten. Or is that just the
oh, it's probably from the
your shimmer?
Yeah, I had chapstick on
Gotcha.
to avoid the
There it is.
burn.
Thought she might have been sweating a little bit because she doesn't sweat, so maybe from the heat. It's not that hot. I'm chilling to play Dark Souls 3. What system do you play on? I play a heck out of Dark Souls 3. Are you on Xbone or are you a PC gamer?
The PS also.
It's on PlayStation 4. He plays on PC. Alas, I have a computer finally, but I don't play. Oh, see, and I'm on Xbone.
It couldn't handle gaming.
No, this thing would fucking... It'd crumble. It'd melt.
Still burns a bit.
Really? Really?
It's just finished.
Maybe I got
You've been done.
Is that it? Maybe I got the light pack.
Or
you
you finished like 10 minutes ago.
I got the run to the pack. Not the group. The weak one.
You probably switched it out and it's not as spicy.
Hardly. I was looking for the spice. With the spice. Spice must flow. Sleeper has awakened. Sorry. PC Master Race. You want more? We can do these.
No, I'm full.
Oh,
Guy.
that's the problem. Lots of noodles makes for food. Maybe we should have done 1 and 1. Split one and then split the other one.
We're not good at sharing. We're
Apparently, we're not good at sharing. It depends on what we're sharing.
Hence, 2 Xboxes, 2 TVs, 2 computers,
True.
2
True.
of everything.
True of everything. True. 2 giant bottles of booze. I do eat all the cookies.
Yeah.
I like cookies. Cookies are good. It's fuel. Fuel for the modeling and the bits.
I don't do that.
I know. She does not really build the gunpla. She's like, you can have all that shit. You can be buried with that, she says.
Yeah, other things to do. Like video games and reading.
How many books do you have, Colleen?
Around 500.
About 500 books. So my handful of gunplay, no big deal.
I never said it was.
I know. It's really nice that she says that it's not a big deal. Oh, bye, Ragna.
Oh, we are about done, right?
Yeah, we're about done.
I don't know how long stuff goes on.
You
for.
don't have to. You don't have to sit here anymore.
Are you gonna keep?
Yeah, I'll probably stay on for a while. Keep talking to the guys. Maybe I'll talk about the kits that I couldn't be heard on in my last stream because I don't know how to mix sound.
Alright. You go play games.
Holy Hammer Strike says that you only have 500 books. You need to step up your bibliophile game.
I was told I couldn't buy any more books.
I didn't say you couldn't buy any more books.
You said it was getting out of hand.
Well, because we had.
Build another bookshelf.
I did.
Another.
I keep doing it. Another bookshelf. She says, build another bookshelf. Guys, another bookshelf. How many did I build already? Not enough. Not enough bookshelves. That's about as bad as fights get for us, to be honest with you. We don't really fight. Oh hey, I got this, guys. Oh, Oliver says bye.
Bye.
She says bye back, Ollie. That's it. That's it for what? For the new we ate the noodles, and now she left me to go back to play Destiny. So it's me. I'm here. You guys seen any of these kits? I talked about this briefly. Oh, dude, yes, I totally got that before they shut down. They're gonna be back though. Obviously, they'll always be back. Right? Isn't that it? They said that they were gonna have just like increase the pricing to cover the legal cost of copyright infringement or something along those lines. That is actually very right, Alex. We do have the the YouTube couples. Gosh, that's pretty funny. Oh, thanks. I got that from Colleen. Yeah. Everybody loves kitties with space bacon. I also have like kitties with eye lasers and like kitties riding on dinosaurs that have like laser guns and Gatling guns on them. And yeah, she buys me all the cool stuff. Oh, well, copyright laws are just kind of weird all over, honestly, Holy. Oh yeah, so this is the same series that Yamato comes out of. If you guys know the space battleship, I was lucky enough to have Colleen get me the live action Blu-ray of Yamato, which is great. And I was looking at these. These are actually the price for the Star Blazers $21.99. is like out of control. It's like $60 for 2 episodes or something like that for the new one that they've done. So I'm gonna kind of like have to wait it out till they do something more convenient with that. But I really like the look of this kit and the Cosmo Zero. This is the Cosmo Falcon. The blue frame will be, the blue frame is definitely going to be delayed for a little while, but it'll be back. It's actually, I hope so, anyways, because it's a really cool kit. I'll probably end up getting it if they ever do come back around and release it. What do you guys know about the Nervash? So I got this in the Bluefin group. Oh, fuck. Absolutely right. I can imagine that. I know the IBO, is that the dubbed season 1 or the regular? This is fucking ridiculous. But I found this. Nice, mint. Download it. See, some people know what this is, and I don't know what this is. I know that it actually has printing on the back of the box, which is crazy, because they rarely have printing on the back of the box. Yeah, right? It's a surfing fucking mecha. We has like can I find a picture of it to show you guys on the back? If you can, if I can get it to zoom in. It's got like wheels on the back of the it won't focus. Wheels on the back of his feet, it just will not focus. Sorry. Alright, Pavandra, so tell me a little bit about this. This isn't Gundam. So is this just like another one of the spin-offs, like a 90s spin-off or something like that, or Silver Surfer? Wheels on the surfer bot. Hopefully not off the back of the surfboard. But yeah, it's cool. It has like comes with an action base that accommodates the surfing poses. It's like kind of, I mean, obviously it's old. It's not a whole lot gold polycaps. Like, it's not a lot going on in here, but and a weird small, lots of color in it. Lots of color. Cool. It's kind of interesting. Two-tone. It has like that white red front and a black gold posterior. Not a spin-off at all. Oh right. Oh right. Okay. So yeah, like just like metal armor. What's that other one? I have it over there. I have like a Schwalg or something like that. From an older Bandai Sunrise series that was never meant. It was kind of meant to replace Gundam, or it was meant to be an option to Gundam if Gundam wasn't really hot. It was actually the kits look to me a little bit more like what Robotech was going through at the time. Not Macross, but actually Robotech, where it was like a bastardization of Macross. I ain't no Scientologist. Got this one too. Anybody own any frame arms kits? This is my first one. I think Zach's done one of these. Can't remember. I just like the look of this one. I think that it's pretty. I like the boxiness of the hips and the shape of the chest. It kind of reminds me of like some Armored Core mech a little bit, and I really want to like just take it and detail the shit out of it. I said that on my last stream that you can't hear me on, but it's cool. It has like some nice back cannons. I was looking at it a little bit more in depth. And these blue, it has these blue the box. Really, really tight fitting box. Giggity. Here we go. So I was looking at it. Lots of fucking runners. But it has these, ta-da! There's like little baby blue parts. Kind of like those little baby blue parts. And it's a smoke clear part for the sword. Interesting. It's like three different, no, two different colors of gray, two different shades of white, or three shades of white. It's an interesting mix of colors. But I'll get to that one eventually. Alright. So you've done 3 frame arms, but you haven't painted them yet, Andy. What's the year on which kit, Alex? The Nervash? Nervash is 2006. If that's what you're thinking about. This is 2006. The frame arms, this is a new one, I think. The White Tiger. It doesn't say on the outside of the box. At least I'm not looking right. Unlike Bondi, they're not putting the... Yeah, no frickin' clue. So I don't know how old this one is. I guess it's new. The guys at, it wasn't Bluefin, it was, where was it? Obviously Bluefin's just going to sell you Bondi. One of the other anime shops I was buying, or model shops I was buying kits from. Oh, the plastic is thinner, is more durable, you're saying, for enamels. I haven't actually, I paint all my kits in acrylic. Like everything that I've done so far has been acrylic. I've used a little bit of the I think this Mr. Color metal. This one, I think this is enamel. I'm not 100% sure. It wasn't eaten through my acrylics or anything like that, but this stuff, it's like dark iron. You paint it on and buff it off, and it's shiny as heck. I did that on the Gyaradoga, which is still at the hobby shop right now. I gotta go pick it up. That's a lacquer. Oh, okay, thanks, Alex. I'm not 100% sure. I tried looking on, I tried using my Google Translate to translate what it was saying, but it didn't say shit. So, it just kept saying that what it was. Same with the other one. I have this super metallic chrome that I'll eventually use over some gloss, but I gotta get some good gloss, glossy blacks to put that on. So I don't want to do it over like a weird, like magic clear coat or anything like that. I would rather do it on like an actual gloss paint that I lay down. No Mr. Color enamels exist. Oh, well, thank you for telling me that. I haven't been spreading that around, but I'll make sure that I don't spread it around. So you guys, some of you guys will know, I hit the 100 subscriber mark about 2 weeks ago, three weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, and I did a giveaway for these, and Gumbo Gaming was the random comment that got selected from the comments that were within the time frame. I haven't seen him on. I know he lives down south by like Louisiana, Mississippi area, and the guys got hit by a hurricane. I hope he's okay. I just didn't know if any of you guys had heard from him. I just also wanted to say again that Gumbo, if you see this video, this or one of these ones is yours. I'll probably have Colleen just pick one randomly and send it to you. But hit me with a message either on Discord or through YouTube or whatever, and I will I'll send one out to you as soon as I get the info. All clad gloss is great. I don't know if I could probably get, I know I can order all clad because this is freaking New York and you can just order just about anything you want. But I like to buy stuff from the local hobby guys. I have my one particular shop, Ryu Young Hobby Shop, down in Sunset Park that I go to all the time. It's where we film the majority of the Gundam Builders NYC show at. Yeah, Kevin's got a good supply of kits, and he's got a good supply of paints and stuff. He just got a whole big line of MIGs, so I'm looking forward to getting into doing some MIG Jimenez or ammo by MIG painting. I know, yeah, I haven't been back there because I've just been busy working, so I haven't had a chance to get back to the hobby shop to see what actual selection he's got. I know I've used these. I use these oil brushers. These are great. If you guys haven't looked at these yet, these little buggers, oil brushers. These are great. They're already thinned out. You can just apply it right onto your kit in like tiny little dribbles, and then hit it with some thinner and wash it out. They work really well. Ram has no model shops. Ah, few hundred miles. That's terrible. I'm sorry, but the mail comes, right? No all-clad in Korea. That's a bummer, Alex. The mecha colors. Oh yeah, I saw. That's Andy. That's what you're using on your unicorn, your custom unicorn, right? We'll get Holy Hammer Strike. You can at least order in stuff. I don't even know where you are. Are you in the States? I assume so. Hobbytown. There's no hobby towns by me that I know of. At least not in New York City. We have a fair amount of hobby shops around. At first, I didn't think there were any because I didn't know where to look or how to look exactly for them, which is a weird thing to say. But yeah, there's a bunch of modeling shops around. In the sticks, Tennessee. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I grew up in the sticks in Iowa. So small town life, yo. Just smuggle a bunch of paints every time I go to Japan. That's right. Thug life, smuggle life, thuggle life. I dig it. Man, if it works, if you can get through, like, go for it. I'm not going to say that I've never smuggled anything across state lines before, so... It's been 10 years, so they can't get me. Just like the Dukes on Dukes of Hazzard, smuggling liquor. Uncle Jesse's moonshine. Oh, Alex and Ragna also subscribe to the channel. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I haven't been putting a lot of videos out because I've been busy doing crazy shit. Do I have that kit handy? I must have put it in the back. Yeah, I was gonna pull out the unicorn. My custom unicorn. Oh yeah, dude, they probably would never see it in a makeup bag. Like, that's perfect. There's a lot of weird state laws in the United States, like weird, like, laws regarding like sexual practices and stuff with animals, like you say the duck on your head thing. Like, it doesn't even, like, you know, you can't shine your shoes with a dish towel on Thursday if the moon is full or something ridiculous like that. Ragnar's back. All right, I'll give me a sec. I'll find the unicorn. Is it back? I just had it. Ah, here it is. So, right now, it's 2 giant piles of kit. Can't fish off the back of a giraffe? How are you going to get a giraffe in Kansas anyways? So, I took... This is going to all be painted up, of course. So, I took your unicorn full armor, and this is... partial, obviously, it's just partial. I've just been like nickeling and diming, putting little bits and pieces together. But I'm making, turn the camera down here so that we can see this guy. This is going to be, after I get it all put together. Well, I'm pop that off the back. Here it is. Oh, because it doesn't have the locker on it. Oh well, we'll have to wait. This is going to be a Kshatricorn. So a unicorn Kshatriya. These are some sleeves. I've got a bunch of the tanks. I'll do a repair version of it. Oh yeah, it does kind of look like Gordo, right? But yeah, the shoulders are fully articulated. The extra sets of arms are fully articulated off the shoulder. I doubled the torso to give it that Kshatriya double torso look. I modified the skirt. Basically crash bashed out the back with a bunch of styrene, and I added on retrofit the pauldrons and reversed them and made them the side skirts. I'm working on building out the knees. Obviously the knees I've just started, and I have to do more work down here with some more psychoframe parts that I've just been like slowly working on. So if you guys have seen I actually have a repair. So you get the repair and you get the look of you kind of get the idea of oh, I should do it on the other side. This does not want to stay on. I have to glue that. You kind of get the idea of the shields becoming the sleeves, or the shields. So we'll see. I'm just kind of working on it. I was really passionate about like trying to do something really crazy and just like go nuts on it. And then I got tired. And I also saw the stuff that you're doing, Andy. Your kit looks beautiful. And for me to get this particular kit all the way to finish to be like really where I want it to be before the time is time, I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to be able to do that. But it's a good idea, and I'm still working on it, so yeah. I'm actually gonna paint it all. I'm gonna paint it all green, and then I'm gonna do all the psychoframe in gold. So it'll be like multi-shade green because there's so many panels, and then gold, and I'll probably end up having to paint it all by hand, just because of the amount of parts that are now locked into place from all the bashing. So like some of the parts can still come off for painting, like the knees that I made can still be separated from the psychoframe and stuff like that if I wanted to try and maintain that. But I realized that like since I locked the torsos together, amongst other things that I've done to it, there's no way that I'm going to be able to like just paint the whole thing. So I'm just kind of giving up on the disassembly, airbrushing, reassembly like I normally do. It's gonna be lots of paint, lots of time. I got a lot of brushes, and I just don't have a lot of time. So oh, Alex, be ridiculous, man. Penelope looks freaking awesome. This will look good someday. I'll get there. Maybe I'll be able to pull it out by the end of the month. I still got time, right? It's only first week of the month? Yeah, it's only the first week of the month, so I can still do it. It just depends on like how many late nights. I worked the last week before Comic-Con. I worked overnight. It was horrible. Doing like just crazy heavy lifting and hammer drilling again, and kills me. I'm getting too old for that shit. Hey. What are you doing on your RG, Holy? Yeah, my job's interesting. I do a lot of interesting things, a lot of diverse stuff. Sometimes I'm installing sculptures in the city. Sometimes I'm just building like furniture for super duper wealthy people. Sometimes I'm working on stuff for movies and TVs, TV shows and stuff like that. Lately it's been a lot of art, a lot of public art that we've been doing. Occasionally I get to do sculpture refinishing. Like I did these refinished these bronze sculptures that came from a foundry in China, and they had been like the patina, the patination work on them was really, it's like, oh, it was good for what it was for the scale of the project, because these are like 800, 900 pound bronze sculptures of let me see, I bet you I could just find a photo on my phone really quick. And just wait for them all to load. So it was last year, just prior to this time. Getting there. Okay. Yeah, those are close-ups. Where are the long shots? Can't tell me that I didn't save any photos. Oh, here we go. Was that the sing? That was the single. Yes. So here, I'm gonna put my phone up to the screen. So these are the, you can't, it's not gonna focus because the thing sucks. But that is, it'll turn sideways maybe. Maybe I can block it out and make it focus on it. So you can't really see what that is. It's, there it is. It's a triple-headed African woman where her hair is up in a top knot with all these crazy awesome braids with like fruit and birds and stuff all through it, and they're all triple connected by this giant base. We did 3 of these. They came from China, and they were a mixed bag of finish. They weren't fully finished. There were parts that were needed to be repaired. Some parts had been broken, so we had to weld them and then repair them as well. And then I just homogenized the finish to make them all perfect. Pretty cool stuff. Occasionally I get to do that, and a lot of times I'm like just asked how to figure out how to do stuff, I guess, because I'm good at solving problems, and I've had a lot of experience like working with metals and acids and paints and all sorts of stuff throughout my life. And people just come to me and ask me like, hey, I need to make steel look like 100-year-old copper. How do you make steel look like 100-year-old copper? And you just play around with chemicals and what I know, and I figure it out, I guess. And it worked out. We just did a hotel in Midtown Manhattan that was all that work, and they loved it. One of the new Marriott Moxie hotels. But those sculptures that we did like third-party finish work on, one of those went to Skywalker Ranch, so that's kind of cool. I never got to go to Skywalker Ranch, and I never got to talk to anybody related to that aside from the art handler at the museum, but I got to work on the part, so some of my work is someplace famous now, which is kind of cool, I guess. Do I make knives? I have made knives. I can make knives. Here's one right here that I made. This is just a blade, but this one's made out of bronze. Hammered out a chunk for like a little, like a cheese knife with kind of an orcish feel to it. That's just heat. That's a heat coloration on there. That's not an acid patina or anything. So that's I mean, if this was so safe, if this wasn't like semi-leaded brass, or bronze or whatever. But yeah, so I've made armor. I've made some armor and stuff too. Oh, I have a really cool. Here, I'll show this one off. It's show and tell time. Ah. All right. Do I use it for cooking? No, because it'd be deadly. That one isn't. That's not safe. But I made this guy. A little bit of an oversized nightmare glove. There's a copper fronts that I figured out the flat pattern for, and then hammered and then soldered in the rings on the inside, and then made the joints. And this is bronze on the outside. And then these are 6160 aircraft grade aluminum blades that I then I cleaned up and then sharpened and polished, and then I dulled them because they were sharp enough to cut you, so I couldn't do that. But I was Freddy Krueger for Halloween one year, and I wanted to make a prop. Wanted to get a good glove. I didn't want one of those plastic ones, where they're like round and they're like bent sideways. It looks like garbage, and the glove's like plastic, or not plastic, but cloth or whatever. It's not good. It's like an actual leather glove that I cut the palm out of, and it was white, so I dyed it brown to match the gunk. Yeah. My dog hates this. Dude, super back scratcher. Super duper back scratcher. Thanks. I had a lot of fun making it. I have a lot of fun making all the fun stuff that I make. I used to make a lot of big things before I got into doing Gundam models, so working on Gunpla models. I've showed some of my props before, some of my bigger sculptures, my 1-to-1 size video game replicas. I also have like a massive sword from Dark Souls. Hey, you guys like Dark Souls? Hang on. Get all my stuff out of the way. So, I made a full-size Black Knight Ultra Greatsword. This is actually brass repose. I taught myself how to do repose, and I made my own tools in doing so. I'll get it up closer to the screen. You guys can see a little bit better. So was a flat sheet of brass that I hammered with custom tools. A bunch of pictures up on my Instagram from me doing it too, if you guys if you want to look at it. The sword itself is made of scoreboard insulation foam, that thick blue foam, and it's coated in fiberglass, but it has an aluminum rod running up the outside on both sides here. This feels like a sick guitar. Like aluminum rod running up the both sides of it to keep it straight. It is 80 inches long. It weighs about 15 pounds, so it's fairly heavy, but you can like wheel it around. Hey, right on, Holy. It's one of mine too. It's like one of my favorite swords. Like, so in Dark Souls 3, there's a you can do a two-handed R1 and then a jumping R2 with this sword, so you can slam at them, and if they roll back, you can roll catch them with the leaping R2. It is one of the sneakiest things that I figured out using this particular sword. Oh, how heavy? Yeah, it says like 15 pounds. It's about 15 pounds. It's really long, but I mean, you can wield it, and you can. I'm holding it up pretty good, but I'm not really like straining to hold it up. And the hardest part was getting the repose to be pretty accurate, both sides. So, yeah, that was cool, and it was fun to work on the repose too, to learn that, add another thing to the things, all of the things that I do. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the Fugs. The Fugs is a good one too. I thought about making one of those once, just doing like a foam build out, do something hollow and make it look like it's all stone just by using weathering techniques, painting, and you know, faux it out. Yeah, make the Fugs, exactly. I know a bunch of dudes that, because of making props and stuff like that, I know a bunch of people that make them. This one guy, Frederico, has made the Twin Princes. He made the Lorian's sword with like smoke and LEDs in it, so it looked like it was glowing and shit. It was really, really cool. Oh, cool, Andy. Peace. Peace, Andy. The fuck, says Alex. Yeah, I'm making the stuff. I've showed you guys my Borderlands props before. Gotta bounce as well. Peace, Alex. Thanks for swinging through, man. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the subscribe. Don't give up, Alex. He's not giving up. Are you kidding me? Here, this one's handy. I don't have to dig anything out. It's not finished. It's not finished painted, but yeah, this is Malawan Submalevolent Grace from Borderlands 2. Yeah, Ragna's in... You're in Iraq, is that right? Somewhere in the Middle East? But yeah, this is just like initially pre-shaded. But yeah, this is one like, all hollow and stuff in there. This is a hollow replica. So yeah, Ragna, it's very, very, very late for you there. Oh man. What's in the corner behind me next to the flag? Depends. There's lots of things over there next to the flag. There's a Star Wars lamp. 10 p.m. So it's not super late for you, Ragna. Yeah, I was gonna say my buddy Amir is in Israel. It's about 6 hours ahead of there. Yeah. Yeah. Use my airbrush to paint. Yeah. This is actually with a .35 needle. So I have a .5 now. This was one of the first things that I ever tickled with my airbrush, which is why it is only here and not farther. It's actually it's kind of like a gunmetal, more so than it is than silver. But yeah, it's definitely a Star Wars lamp. I got that for my wife. Yeah, so I got into doing casting, molding and casting, and then roto casting, hollow casting props, and other things like that. So eventually I'll get into doing resin mods for the gunpla kits of my own. Like, you know, they sell aftermarket kits for the Sinanjus, Verkas, the Sazabi Verka. I've seen some detail stuff for MG, Zakus, and stuff like that. So I want to get into doing more, like keep working on my customization skills, hone that to where it's like really, really on point, and then get back into molding and casting and pressure casting that stuff. I am going to be doing some videos on step-by-step processing for making the molds and how to set up an easy pressure casting setup system, so that if any of you guys want to do it, you can do it in like your garage or wherever, you know. You can run an air compressor that can handle the pressure. Not a very big air compressor, but you just need enough. You could probably even do it at like a gas station where they have the pump to fill up car tires. You just have to like keep checking the pressure on the pressure pot, the tank itself. But I'll go into that in the future. Here, I don't know, maybe later this season, like towards the end of the year, we'll get into doing some of that stuff. It just kind of depends on where the whole my model building schedule takes me. I need to finish this one for Zach, and then for Zach's unicorn contest, and after that I'm kind of free, but I have like 40 kits to pick from, so I need to step it up a little bit. Rest in peace. Night, Ragna. Peace, man. Right on. Cool. Just reading the chat. I apologize. Yeah, I've made like a few different Borderlands props. I made the Buzz Axe, the Krieg Buzz Axe, which I don't have any examples of, and a shotgun. I'll keep it up, Ragnar. Be easy, brother. All right. You guys want to see a shotgun too, or? Why not? That's fine, Oliver. Oh, just to let you guys know, this is how the first sculpture of the Malawan came out. This is that dry foam for floral arrangements, and Bondo. I carved this with kitchen knives and a sheetrock rasp, and yeah, Bondo. And then I realized that it wasn't going to work, and I needed to make it all over again, so I started over. I talked about that in the stream, the general chat, I think, on Alex's thread. Here's a shoddy. I don't have any doll stuff. Don't have any doll stuff. I got some Torg though. So this is the Flacker. It's very dusty. This is partially airbrushed, partially hand painted. It needs yes, the Flacker, exactly. Magazine. This one needs to be looser. I have a Ravager in the back room that works really well, but this one, there you go. Magazine pops out, pops back in. I also have the rest of the components for it. I have the shield. Is this the right side? Nope, wrong side. Flip it around. I also have the side shield that goes on it, and then the auxiliary ammo with partially painted, fully removable shotgun shells. And then this guy actually just gets glued in right here. It's a lot to hold up. It's very heavy, which is why it's a hollow cast. Like, yeah, I had to make it hollow because there's no way in hell you'd be able to hold it up. The master weighs like 25 pounds or something. It's really crazy. Solid wood and steel and aluminum and all sorts of crazy business. But yeah, so got that. Did two full builds, and I have one kit left to sell. It's up on my Etsy if you guys know anybody that's really crazy and wants to build their own 1-to-1 size Borderlands shotgun. Here's an example of some of the pressure casting. See that little sight there? This guy? This ring and this whole thing, that was all built out of like styrene and steel and hardware and stuff, and then I made a mold of that, and then it's cast, pressure cast, and then it can just be glued on here. The idea when I made this particular set was I made the barrel and the pump are separate from each other. The barrel separate obviously from the main body, which the magazine is separate from, and then the handle, the Hyperion handle, is separate from the rest of this, and this is also separate. Now I started on to the next gun after I was building this, before I lost my big casting shop that I was working in, and I started making the Bandit version. So I have the Bandit barrel and the pump started that fit into this, and I also started the Bandit body, which would work with the Hyperion stock and the Torg barrel. So you could make the dog, I think it is, that has the Torg barrel, or no, that's the dog has the Torg body and the Bandit barrel. But yeah, the idea, you're kind of getting the idea. I hope that I wanted to make it so that you could buy any specific set of parts. Like you could just buy the Hyperion handle, or you could buy the whole conference call setup if you wanted like the whole Hyperion gun, or you could just get like the Hyperion handle and like the the Torg or the Tedior body, or like any of the other parts, and they would all be easily integratable to each other. Yeah, and the Bandit one, yeah, the big drum definitely has the big drum. But that got shelved because I don't have buyers. There isn't a market for that kind of stuff, and if I just want to like throw money at a pipe dream, I can. So I started building Gundams. Not a pipe dream per se, but a different thing that's smaller. Still has the same amount of creativity. Oh yeah, Borderlands is always a good game just to pick up, throw down. Have to get Torg fit to hold it. Yeah, I mean these ones aren't bad though. You can totally dual wield these all day and not have any trouble. I have the other colorway I did the Ravager colorway, so it has the the checkered flag and the red barrel with the checkers and the yellow vents and the you know, all of the bells and the whistles. Yeah, it's been a long, crazy road to get where I am right now. Maybe if I cast it in like foam rubber or something like that, something that would that I could not feel bad about it bouncing off of someone. In regards to TDR manufacturing and reloading. What? That's terrible, Oliver. I played so much freaking Borderlands. Oh yeah, the cave. This is just the office. This is like a combination of both Colleen and my, you know, just collections. She's got a huge Funko collection. This is hardly any of it. There's tons. We have like we have at least 20 Lego kits built that are up on display around the house. I have like a bunch of classic skateboards that I've collected, my own personal paintings from back when I was in art school. We have I have a bunch of like arms and armament and just, yeah, figures, all sorts of crazy cool eclectic. We have a couple of awesome original Dinotopia prints that are signed. They're really awesome. Those are an heirloom. Yeah, we have we're pretty lucky to have such a cool collection of goodies and doodads. What else? I guess I could show that. Here's a piece of armor I made. Oh, I got a couple. Dinotopia, yeah, dude. Okay. So got a couple things here. Got this. I don't have any Metal Gear kits. To answer your question, I do not have any Metal Gear kits. Yeah, I know. I have so much shit, and I have a storage space that's full of more stuff, and all of the mold making, model making stuff that I have, or the resin casting, and all of the stuff that I have for that. My mold collection, my rotocaster, all sorts of stuff, tooling, machining, all that stuff is in storage right now. Nice hat. Pink. Oh, you mean the Gundam hat, or do you mean the Helm of Yingle? If you guys familiar with Skyrim, this is yeah, this is the Helm of Yingle. This is a kit that's produced by a gentleman named Volpin, Harrison Cricks. I don't know if you guys know that guy. He is a prop maker, much like I used to focus all my time on, and I I traded him a raw copy of this for one of my raw Malawans. So I took this guy, and this is all this is actually almost all brush painted. The brush paint on the body, it's like a nickel, has like a nickel powder within the top layer of the plastic, so you can buff it to be a little bit shiny, but I chose to just go for painting it to give it a little bit more of that look. I added all of the scarring and like the detailing and all of that. That's all custom by me. And then I went through and actually ended up like doing some backfill work where the mold wasn't really, the cast wasn't really fully fleshed out for where I wanted it. Teeny little bit of airbrushing on the horns, just to kind of help to homogenize some of the painting that I had done, the brush painting, because it ended up being kind of streaky going through this. I didn't really thin it out, and I wasn't using an extender with my acrylics. I was just kind of running with water, washing and stuff like that. But this was fun. This was part of a Halloween costume that I ended up using last year. No, actually it doesn't take very long. I probably spent like 2 hours painting it, all in all. Yeah, just get fast over the years. And I made this. If I can get my arm into it. My arms may have grown since I made it. Whoa. This is a cestus buckler that I made for a Dark Souls 2 weapon design competition that I entered in for Squaresoft, gosh, years ago, a couple of years ago, when Dark Souls 2 was still hype. So it was before they came out with the DLCs. They were looking for stuff, and they could come up with some ideas and blah blah blah. And I actually made a weapon, so I kind of went all out. Steel, hammered steel shield, weldment rivets. These are actually carriage bolts that I cut. I welded and cut off. I did the cestus, the punching part here. This is all hand leather, made from scraps. Everything was an off color, and I ended up dyeing it back to being either black or brown because I didn't have enough of the right color scraps of leather to make it. Welded rig on the back. Fully custom double layer cuff to pad and protect your arm. Yeah, I did the all the rivet work, and then the little hammering the detail around the edge with some leather punching tools. But yeah, made this cool buckler shield. Just hangs on the wall now. That's how you get in Aladdin's cave. You start making stuff, and then you get to be almost 40 like me, and then you have a lot of stuff. So you have an Aladdin's cave of wonders. Yeah, right? Trick-or-treat parrying? Exactly. That was the idea, was that you could still parry and punch, but you can do that with a cestus anyways, you know, for Dark Souls. You know, I thought about making Dragon Priest masks. I had collected all of them when I played Skyrim. It was one of my, like, the first things that I wanted to do. As soon as I found out there were Dragon Priests, I was like, gotta get them all. And Croesus was one of the one of my faves. There was another one, like one of the final ones that had like horns, like tusks or something like that. I've thought about making, but there's been a bunch of dudes that already make those out there, and it's for the amount of time that it would take to just do the whole sculpt and then make a mold, even if it's a trash mold, and like out of alginate or something like that, and then do like a cast of it and get it right and clean it up and paint it and all that. I could just buy one from Bill or any of the other guys that make them, and for $20, you know, for a raw cast, and just paint it up. Gross. Oh yeah, I think I saw the same guy too. I used to carve masks out of wood when I was like a teenager. A lot of time I spent making chips of wood in my bedroom. My parents did not exactly appreciate it, but if I cleaned it up, then it was not a big deal. But yeah, I used to do a lot of wood carving back in the day. Nowadays, most of my wood carving stuff is mostly relegated to prop manufacturing or furniture. So, I haven't really done anything for Gunpla either. No. Just furniture. It's kind of sad. Oh, I guess I did. This is some wood carving. This is wood. This is oak. It was a piece of pallet wood. It's yeah, it was just a piece of pallet wood. I wanted to make something quick. I was kind of bored one day at work, and so I took a piece of pallet wood and I kind of like the little sketches on it, and I drilled some holes in it, and I started cutting it out. And then I went in and I detailed the shit out of it with a Dremel, and then I coated it in a bunch of layers of primer and filler to fill in like the little holes and stuff. You still get a little bit of a discoloration right here from where I filled a pinhole with some old wood filler, and it's having a bad reaction with the paint. So yeah, so I made, this is some wood carving. Monster Hunter, I know, right? It kind of looks like that. It's dangerous though, because that stuff's sharp, right? So of course I couldn't just make this. I had to mold it and make copies of it. So these are solid. This one is in a like a 60D urethane plastic resin, and then this is in a, or no, 60, yeah, 60, and then this is in a slightly harder, but it's a urethane rubber. So this is like a 80D urethane rubber. This one is practically indestructible. Like this one, if you wanted to, you could probably like force and break it in half. This one would just bend. It wouldn't actually break. I only made one of these for that specific reason. After I made it, I was like, oh, that's probably really, really dangerous, and I shouldn't have that around. So this one's in my personal collection, of course. Yeah, I have a thing where I just make stuff. So if you guys are making stuff and you have any questions, I might know a couple of things about what you're trying to do. If anything, I'm pretty good at problem solving, and I like to be a community person, so I'll be glad to help out if any questions, or have a problem that you want a little bit of help trying to sort the solution. I'm your guy, I got you. you could take out a lot of things with that. I mean, just that and the nightmare glove. So much experience. Yeah, Oliver, it's been a long time. Oh, enjoy your Zaku. Right on. Peace, Holy. Sorry I missed you on the way out. Sure, no problem. I'm always down, like I said. Most of my hard expertise with metal finishing or metal work comes into the finishing end of it. I know some stuff, and if you're going to even talk about like heat treating, I know some stuff. I have some books on blacksmithing and heat treating. So if anything, I can just research, or we could do like a Google Hangout or something like that, and talk about things. It might be an easy way if you're just talking about doing like a raw grind, material reduction, as opposed to forging a knife. But if you want to talk about like crazy stuff like pattern welding steel and doing that kind of like real honest smithing, I don't have a ton of experience with that kind of stuff. Mostly it's just seeing a lot of it in informative videos and competition videos. So it's something that I'm interested in, and I have witnessed forge welding, but I have never participated in it. I imagine that I could probably do it, but I would definitely want to make sure that I did a lot of practice before I trusted anything to go anywhere, like to any other sources. Yeah, well, it's been about an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna wind this live stream down, guys. It was good to hang out and share a little bit of the crap that I always make. Hang out with you guys as always. Thanks for stopping by. If you were fresh to stop by, thank you for the subscribes. Definitely appreciate that. As I keep going for more subscribers hit, I'll keep doing giveaways. I actually already have my next kit set aside to do for my next milestone, whatever the next YouTube milestone is. I have no idea what it is, if there is one. If there's not one, then I'm going to make one up. Maybe it'll be 200. I don't know. But yeah. Oh yeah, cool. Hey man, anytime. Yeah. Like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, rock and roll. Keep building Gunpla. I'll talk to you. Peace. Ooh. Is that the right one? No. Live. It's all live.